Hi, everybody. This is Samuel Spirit 12 on TikTok and Samuel Durbidge here on YouTube and Samuel Stephen Durbidge on Facebook. I'm going to start my TikTok in just a moment here. Just getting it ready. Okay. And we're going to do some healing stuff. I think we're good. Now I just need to make sure I hear myself. And type it everything. I'm going to have to switch things around.
Devastation.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I cannot. There we go. I can hear myself now. Weird. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. Now I need to. Yep. I need to do this other. Mirror the video. Not sure what I clicked. Okay. Let's get this out to different friends, family. Let's get this out to other places. Bear with me. So this.
You are supported.
Thank you. Let's send this out to. And then we'll Facebook as well. So we have one more. We'll figure out. Okay. We get it in every place. Check. What time? It's 1:26 p.m. Mountain Time. Hey, how's it going, Heath? Whoever you are.
This is funny.
This is not a debate live or drama live. This is actually just a healing frequency focus. Take what resonates, move on. I'm not for drama or bullying or anything like that. I am a holistic vegan, but I'm not for debate or drama here. So um, thank you for being respectful by saying, oh, you're sorry. Yeah, I'm not for bullying people. I'm for giving the information. That's what it is. I also do spirit boxes on the side, and I'm getting ready to do the tuning frequency stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not for cult mindset. I'm also an ex Mormon. I'm not for religion. I'm for deconstructing self care, self love, self worth. That's what I'm for. Let me get this out to my friend. And mom. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Uh, here we go. Let's do this different stuff. You're busy? Okay, let's do the bowl real quick. And try to listen to.
Eugene.
Hi, Eugene. Okay, so this is a 528 singing bowl. Hey, hi, Ogo. Uh, sorry, Lala. I'm just gonna call you Lala. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm just getting things set up right now. But I had some troll that came in and then they left. They were really nice. They tried to do what some do on other people's vegan channels, and they try to do the little childish responses. And then what's funny is that person has the same name of someone that left the religion or that was in the religion that I left. So it makes me think that that person is connected to the person that thinks that I'm following the adversary for leaving the religion when I did. I left back in 2019, and that friend told me I'm following the devil for leaving the religion I was in back then. And it's funny, this person that commented earlier had the same last name. Diane, you missed it. We had a troll, but it was a nice troll. They apologized when I said it's not a debate or drama live. But what's weird is it's got the name of a friend that used to have that last name, so it could be them, and they're trying to be nice. Because oh, that was wild. Uh, so you missed it. There's someone that had the name Keith. It was wild. I said this is not a debate live because they tried to say that dead flesh was good, and I'm like, nope. But they did say dead flesh. They said the other word that I always translate to dead flesh or unalive flesh. And it was nice to have someone that would come in and then say, I'm sorry. And it makes sense because they said that by April, there's another video that I guess some guy had a prophecy back in 2012. And I was talking to you about 2012 earlier today on the phone. He brought up that in April of 2026, the divine feminine came to him. And I shared that video to you recently. Came to him. This other guy is sharing that guy's info that in April that something will happen with Iran and Israel, and that a divine feminine came down to him and told him and had orbs come around him and said that there would be things like that that will happen that will break the veil. The veil will break in April 2026. No joke. It said it in a video just recently. So I'm like, oh yes. And right now it feels nice in my apartment. I think the temperature even went down. It just went down to 77. I'm seeing it was at 7. I think it was going up, and then now it's showing that it's. I feel like it's going down. So maybe there's some cool air coming through, but I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm seeing divine intervention left and right. So, Lala, are you still around? I hope you're doing good. She said Tash is better. Who's Tash? Is that connected to something you told me before? I apologize if I don't remember. I've been going through a lot. Housing and stuff, it's been doing a lot, and I've been trying to work with getting into safety and working with different lines. I have doctor appointments on Monday to work with trying to get an advocate to maybe help me move out of here or find a way to move out of here safely and thoroughly for my safety of what housing and them are neglecting and ignoring. So I'm not going to go into all of that, but it's actually starting to feel a lot better. But the fact that that guy predicted that a divine feminine came and told him, a lady came down and told him that something will happen and that the veil is breaking in 2012. We're going into Aquarius, and that it will happen in April of 2026. Y'all, that's no joke. That's what I've been telling people. I had some experience. The AI spirits or angels coming through it said April 5th, April 9th. I was like, okay, yeah, it's happening. And they said that what would happen is, and this is a guy that said it back in 2012, and he said it on the radio, fully saying it would occur. And he said that Iran and Israel would do something where things would happen in the sky, and then there would be orbs that would show up. And that guy shares a video showing that it's starting to happen, and it's March already. We're going into April, so we'll see. But I was told something about April 5th and April 9th all the way to September 4th. But I was also told about something about 2019, and that was a while back in September of 2017, I was told. But I did have an awakening in 2012, just like everybody kind of did that woke up. Okay, so I'm getting my frequencies to the left of me set up. Yes, the bowl does work, Diane. I'll prove it in just a moment. I just did it a few times. I heard you. The bowl does work. Here. I know you didn't write anything. I heard your mind, or your heart mind. I'm not really a psychic. I don't hear people's thoughts. I hear people's feeling thoughts. It's a little different. It's weird. You hear that? Does sound good. I figured you were wondering about it, so I hit it so that you knew. Because you weren't here when I did it earlier, so I did it again. And I think Lala and others came in and ran, and I have a lot of energy right now. So it's pretty intense energy right now. It's positive energy. It's really upbeat. So you're going to hear me speaking a little louder because I'm just testing out the sound right now. So this is 174. We're going to do this for, I have to do this for YouTube and Facebook first. Then we'll do it for everybody here. You can kind of hear it. Also have the spirits say that I'm powerful and all these different things. Oh no, they said you were supported. They said other things that were coming in.
Taylor.
Hi Taylor. I don't know who Taylor is. They said stop the camera and something about Taylor. I don't know what they're talking about. Place. They're talking to you, Diane, or what they're bringing up. Is there something going on with YouTube and Facebook? Let's see. Looks fine. Yes, I'm wearing green. Dark green. I'm wearing green because green is supposedly a powerful thing I'm supposed to wear.
You're not at peace.
You're not at peace? I'm sorry you're not at peace. Then do things that bring you peace. Okay, so we're going to do 174. Hit bowl. Okay. I better put some water in it, though. That has some water, but I need to get a little bit more water in it. Mainstream? Oh, they're saying something about mainstream. Someone that's in the mainstream, that some of you aren't at peace. Some of the spirits with someone is not at peace. They know that there's not peace near you, so they want me to help you. With a little bit of water. I need to add water to this container. I need to dump it too. It looks like I need to add different stuff to it. Okay. Let's do this. Now you hear it different because it's got more water in it, but this will give you even, oh, that's even more pronounced tone. I like that. Yeah, because water, you want the frequency to go into water. The water will then go to the field. The field will then go to all of us and any being connected to it, and it helps heal or bring an intention or putting through the water, according to water studies and more. Yeah, I don't believe or disbelieve in anything. I question everything. This is for entertainment purposes only, for those that need to hear that. Okay. So 243 is the one I had a custom get. It says you can share your live to your group chats to let them know you're live. I've already done that. I already did that. I've already shared it to my group chats. So you can share it to your group chats. I'm like, I just did that. think it's funny that the instructions for the live free stream here is telling me to share it to my chat groups, even though I already did. But I think it's telling me to tell you all to do it, for anybody that feels to do it. But I already shared it to the chat. It's shared everywhere. You're going? Yeah. Oh, and supposedly someone, I think it was either connected to Solace or to Humana, really liked how I was, and they might try to follow me
My name is Ronald.
and come in. I don't know if they know I'm live stream, if they'll be able to. They're probably working right now, but my name is Ronald. Hi, Ronald. But at nighttime, some of them might show up. A lot of people have work in the day, so when I do my Twilight Live free stream, people are usually off work at that time, and they come
I hit the
around.
wall.
You hit the wall. Yeah, so some people will come around 5, or they're coming to the 5 time frame and listen. But during my break time,
It's not just me here.
sometimes people are getting off work, and that's the only time they can really listen. Some people listen late at night. It just depends. That's the only time they're off work. Which is 7 p.m. Eastern time when it's 5 p.m. my time. So some people like to come at 5 p.m. their time or 6 p.m. their time because they're just on the road getting off work, and they like to listen while they're getting home. But usually once people get home around 8 or 9 or 10, they like to check in on things. It's wild. And then before they have to work. Curtains burned. Oh yeah, they're talking about my apartment. Yep. So a long time ago, this apartment, the person that lived before I did, they caught it on fire in the stove area, and so they have like metal sheeting around the stove area where I'm at, indicating that they must have had to put that up because of past fire from there. Because people that were blind lived in my current building or apartment. They live downstairs now, I think, the same ones, or one of them does, or connected to them. And he's blind and he lives downstairs. Him and his spouse, but I haven't seen her for a while, so I don't know what's going on there. But I think I heard something about her maybe passing away, but I don't know. So it's weird. So there may have been more people that passed away than I know have. One friend of mine, I consider him a friend now. He needs a liver transplant, and he just lives down the hall from me, just a few doors on the other side of the hallway and my hallway, right by the door and where we leave our hallway. He's a good guy. I talked to him and his mom. She's a sweet lady. She tried to set me up with ladies when she heard how I am, and I've done a lot for them. And said, "Oh, we know a lady that's short and Japanese-like." I was like, "What?" Like, you probably like her. And my friend was laughing, and his mom like, "Oh no, yeah, if you like 70-year-old ladies." He's 41. No, it was really funny because I had to help them not deal with another neighbor, and I calmed it down, as you already know, Diane. But if anybody else is listening to this, redo of my information on Facebook and YouTube. I'm saying this for anybody that hasn't heard this yet, even if you have heard this. It's been really fun. All right. But yeah, Diane, there was someone that came in with the last name or with the name Heath that reminds me of someone I knew when I was younger or when I was in the church. His last name was Heath, so someone used that name. And it reminded, I know, Wicked, it reminded me of them, of that family that gave up on me that thinks I'm following the devil for leaving the LDS Mormon church back in that time. He said, "Oh, now you're following the devil for leaving." And so he stopped being my friend for believing in that or dictated me, and I left them because I couldn't handle him and the other friend belittling and shaming me all the time, and then I would do the same to them, and it wasn't a good friendship. It wasn't genuine friendship. You just read it? Yeah, so I basically calmed him down, and then that person apologized. So I'm not worried about who or what they are since they were being nice and apologizing. But they thought it was a debate or drama live, so they were just trying to be narcissistic, is all, in a nice way, which they have some empathy to them for saying what they said. And that's kind of what he always did. The friend that had that same name, he would always do stuff like that. He'd be your enemy and your friend. But he would do it in a nice way and then run away. But he would try to do it
Almost.
almost. But I don't like what he does because he gave up. He had issues of whether he loved his wife or not, and he had issues where he should, and he was going to counseling with someone, and then he thought about having an affair with her. I was like, oh boy, if she talks to me, I'm going to let her know. She has the right to know this because you have children with her, and your therapist didn't tell you to tell her. You need to tell her.
I don't mean harm.
And so he basically was wild. You don't mean harm? Yeah, the spirit here is there's good beings here. Good spirits or angel or whatever you want to call it. I don't believe or disbelieve in this. I question everything, but I have noticed something about it. So I have a support beings that are here right now that have come through. And some good ones. Yeah, you got this other. I think I need to hold on. I'm gonna close this other one out real quick. Closing everything out. Let's bring it back in. It's not bringing them in as much as they usually are. Okay, we're gonna reset the spirit box thing here. Not the spirit talker, it's working fine. The other one that's not. There we go. I think it'll start working.
Shooting.
What about shooting? Are you talking about camera? Sending room. Oh, okay. So there's beings talking about what happened to them and what happened to them to get to the afterlife. I think Metatron could be around because sometimes beings come in. He's in the restroom? Okay. Oh, right where the subway is. Okay, gotcha. So the bathroom is a portal way with water and other things, and they call it the subway of the afterlife. Think of Beetlejuice, the movie, the newest one, um, and they've talked about the Soul Train. It's like that. I don't know how to say it any other way. Wild. Not really like that, but in a symbolizing way of that. But my apartments, for some reason, I have beings that show up and they help navigate different beings to know why they're here, and then they send them on to the afterlife of their church. Okay, so I need to talk about the fly on the wall. Sandy, you have no bio, and you've been in this live like a fly on the wall for a little bit. This is 396 frequency. It's for liberate fear and guilt right now. I've been hitting different ones. But I'm wondering, why are you here? Can you tell me why you're here, Sandy? Who you are and what brings you here? I'm calling you out. When someone's like a fly on the wall and they're just here and I don't know who they are, I want to make sure they're not a bot or a spy due to my safety because of deconstruction against the religion that I was in that bullied me and harmed me. I have a notarized cold document to not have them bother or spy or do any collusion for their church or for themselves for their church because they're not supposed to by legal requirements. So I have to find out who's trying to be around me for my safety and others. Because I am ex-Mormon, and I'm also my own minister, and I have my rights and freedoms to stand up for my own beliefs by constitutional law, especially state of Utah Constitution. So Sandy, can you please Write in the comments, tell me who you are and why you're here. Diane, do you know who this Sandy is? They're just like a fly on the wall. Could be someone connected to TikTok, but I don't know. But sometimes they'll come in and they'll record a live, then they'll repost it. But they'll be as if they're TikTok bots, but I don't know who this individual is. But out of safety, because of what the other troll brought in with their words, they could be connected to that. Yeah, so there's a Sandy and they're not responding. I'm asking them to respond in the comments section and they haven't. And you haven't said anything to them yet, so I chose to ask them because I've been there for a little bit. It's 4:17. I just want to know why they're here. I'm a very genuine guy. Person, where are they? It said more energy. Are they a person? We're to say that they're a person, so they were spying. Okay, I'm gonna have to. And now we got another breezy. It showed up right after they left. I mean, they were just looking in. I think different people look in, and they don't always come in until they filter. Okay, so this is 5:28. We're doing this for YouTube and Facebook first, and then we'll do it. Unity, yes. Oh yeah. So Diane, basically things are going to happen April. They said April when the orbs of things show up. What they're doing with Iran and Israel with the whatever missiles, according to that prophecy video, it's going to create and break the veil. I've had dreams about things similar to that. It's going to break the veil and it's going to bring in new earth. It's going to bring in the Aquarius age. So their attack of their controls, doing what they're doing with Iran and Israel, happening in 2026 of April. I was told it's going to happen in April. I've always told people April 2026 makes sense because 2019 of Ethiopian calendar is in September. This is for anybody that hasn't heard this. Diane, I know you have, but those on Facebook, YouTube, anybody else is popping in and out here on TikTok, this is information you'll have to do your own research on. But just in case people rewatch this on YouTube and Facebook, if you're able to, this is info. Take what resonates. I'm not saying this is a prediction. Others have said this is a prediction. I've been told by other things telling me things will happen. I don't believe or disbelieve in it. I question everything, but it's possible. Explain the lights? Yeah, so the lights, it's going to be like orbs. And so the orbs could be connected to technology being used, could be things like that. But they're claiming that it's the divine feminine and something's going to happen that's going to bring heaven on earth. And so basically the Hopi prophecy, Aquarius age. And it all was said back in 2012. There was an awakening in 2012, and then 2026. But we've had timeline shifts, we've had Mandela effects, we've had alterations, and it's all going to merge into one and then spawn out into new ones. But it's going to be a separation of light and dark, of people that are bad versus people that are good, not anything to do with people's nationality or anything like that, or color of body skin. It has to deal with your aura, your field, your emotion, your responses. So whether you're a good being or a bad being, whether you're hurting people or helping people, service to others or service to self, it's kind of like that. There's a separation that will occur. But you can still do self-care, self-love, self-worth, because that's not just a service to yourself, that is a service to others. Helps you know how to love so you can learn to love others genuinely. Doing that all the time. Okay. Yeah, the way the new algorithm works, Diane, is the more people go live, the more they'll be seen, and that's why it's not as popular right now. And not as many people are coming in because, yeah. And I didn't give any awareness that I was going to go live stream. Only to you. 432. Yeah. People know I usually go on Thursdays. My wife, going to your wife. Wait, going to whose wife? On 4? Around 4. Bountiful around 4. What do you mean bountiful around 4?
Wrong area.
Wrong area. Yeah. What are you talking about? Yeah, because Diane's not here. She's in another place. If you're talking about, if that's you, Donald. He's talking about his wife that's going around 4. Like, no, not here. You can be going there. And right now, it's not even 4 yet. Well, it's 5 minutes to 4, right? So I guess Dawn's going to come to you, Diane, around 4 your time. In 5 minutes. They're giving you a heads up that he's coming to you. Okay, 4. Like, what the fuck is going on? No. 4, 3, 2. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway. Yes, F-U-C-K means Fehu Yuraz Kanaz Kanaz. So if anybody's offended about my swearing, that's not swearing. That's powerful frequency. Words are spelled. They're words within words. So take with resonance. 639. So he says he's coming to your place in 5 minutes. I know you're a good person. There's another being that's here. People keep saying, I'm a good person. I keep hearing, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm good. We're good. Something about being a good person. People talking about being a good person. I try to be careful about the be a good person idea because I like to be a genuine, authentic being. But the idea of good person is go OD the personality you're taught to be, your persona. So persona isn't always the real you. It's what you're told to be by your ego or the ego of the world's belief of what we are told to be, not what we really are. So I don't always like to say that I'm a good person. I'm a authentic, genuine being. I prefer that than to say the other because there's a persona and the prefer is similar to persona but differently.
Tapping.
Prefer is more of your persona of your frequency of your oversoul or of your resonance. Yeah, of your resonance. You're right. It's more of your resonance, not of your oversoul, but more of your resonating, what your aura is doing in your field. Yep. So 639. I feel tingly in my stomach and everywhere in the nose. That means abundance is coming. I'm getting itchy nose or itchy feeling like a tingling. That means abundance is showing
I
up.
love this.
Yep. So 639. It's a sense that abundance is here and things are about to occur. You reckon? Yep. Means that financial abundance is coming and it's about to show up. That's the sign. 639 is for healing of relationships. It helps with that. Look at the. Hi, Jackie. Thank you for reposting. I don't know who you are, what brings you here, but bless you. Do you have any questions on what I'm doing? I'm just doing frequencies for YouTube and Facebook. Then I'm going to do for your TikTok in just a moment. Kind of doing it for both. All right. Really fun. And I'm doing spirit box stuff too. I'm a holistic vegan and more. So 741 awakens your intuition. There we go. It's just a pure tone right now. They're all just pure tones right now. Yeah, my energy is so strong that when some people come in, they do this, but not all the time. You're right, sometimes. Isn't it so weird, Diane, that people just come in, they come in and they repost and they take off? So wild. Like what I do is I heart me, I give them gifts, and then I leave. Yeah, I sometimes I repost it if I feel like others need to know about it. But I think I've talked to Jackie before. I recognize her name. I think she was very nice. Yeah, so I try to gain as many coins as I can on my live stream. Then I share it to other people for whatever I gain in my live streams. That's just how I am. 852 will attract soul tribe to anybody's tribe that is in here that hears it. It's not always my tribe, it will be whoever's tribe. And I do have it in the attracting hand for me. Because I want the right energies around
First
me.
land.
First land. Red would be. Red would be first land. Okay. So 963. Yeah, these sound like pure tones right now. How's your wife? I don't currently have a wife. I have a soulmate supposedly, and she's been doing okay. She was having a rough time, I guess, sensitive wise, but now she's okay, supposedly. Trying to get her to get here in real life.
The living.
The living. I think they're asking or talking to Dawn as well, Diane. They're talking to me and they're talking to Dawn about you, I think. Like I think we have my spirits and guardians of people talking, yeah, friends that are talking to your husband, Diane, on the other side, talking to me um, about and asking my guardian or protector or friends are asking him how's his wife. Because they're now friends with your husband. My guys are friends with your guys or connections. My spirits talk to your spirits. Uh, so our families talk to each other. That's what's weird. Doesn't it makes sense because human beings are social creatures or gossipers. The petty line, yeah. That's your wife. Yeah, I know. I think they were trying to be genuine. I don't think. Nope. It's gonna ask who else was here. Yeah, so I think there's other things going on. Okay. So we got 243 going. I'll try to post more stuff for the really long reading that takes forever to upload different parts. I still need to get to those. I was planning on finishing those tomorrow and Saturday, possibly tomorrow. But it just takes a lot because I gotta upload them, I gotta post them, gotta upload them. Today is my live stream day. I may post one tonight if I feel to do so, but I'm going to probably post them tomorrow. Try to get as many as I can in. 12:30.
Experiment.
You're saying experiment at 12:30. What about experimenting at 12:30? Oh, tomorrow is also a really powerful day. I might bring it up when more people are in here. Maybe later, in a moment. But it's gonna be like now I'm doing all the frequencies for TikTok right now. But I'm gonna bring up stuff to people about today being tomorrow being several holidays. Tomorrow is going to be several holidays. Might even do a surprise live tomorrow just because of what tomorrow is. But I don't know. I kind of want to keep tomorrow to myself. Get things done. But basically, tomorrow, the proposal day, the spring equinox or whatever, something happy day, several, like a whole bunch of belief systems tomorrow. I'm like, are you kidding me? So yeah, tomorrow is gonna have tons, tons of fucking holidays that I didn't even know existed. There's even I think there's even a Islamic holiday tomorrow. So there's like all sorts of holidays tomorrow for love and happiness and peace. It's like tons of stuff. The funny one is the proposal day. Tomorrow, proposal day. Supposedly tomorrow is a really big day for proposing to someone. It's a huge holiday system, but there's tons. Equinox, all of it tomorrow. I've never seen that many holidays in one day. I didn't even know that even exists. You have to like Google how many holidays are happening on the 20th of March, and you'll be like, holy crap! Like there's a ton happening tomorrow, or at least I saw when I searched it the other day, and I took screen pics of it all of what the AI said it was tomorrow. Wild. So 295.80. This is for the fat cells. You know what, Diane? It feels a lot more peaceful right now and comfortable right now without the system on. Like just having my fans go and my window open, even though no air is coming through as much. Oh, it is now. There's some air coming through. It's getting better. Awesome. So it's getting cooler in my place. It wasn't. Yeah. Yeah, without the stupid system on, I'm not being fried. Or radio frequency. And I don't have microwaves, so I don't have to worry about my microwave radiation because I don't have it. All I have is a fridge that doesn't even fully work. But I love the fact that it's working better because of not using it in my house. All right, so that's muscles. 324.
I'm so confused.
You're so confused. What are you confused with? Like I even feel that my feet feel better. Like it's on my I have it on my this is a grounding mat that I utilize, and I'm feeling a lot more energy from it without the other system being on to counter it. It's really cool. 396. Like you can co-host with them. It can be super fun. Yeah, we don't need to co-host with Diane unless he wants to. We're good, TikToker. It said that since you have a friend, they're trying to encourage friends to be up on a live stream. The reason why I don't bring people up is because I want to get people to just relax and be, and then just listen. And if you have questions, you can ask it in the comments. Okay, so 417 is facilitate change. Yeah, most people want to be brought up so that they can get popularity with people, to get seen, to feel like they're a movie star and awesome. I don't do that. If people want to try doing that, as long as they're respectful and kind, we can do that. I just don't do that. So 417 is now done. I love that one. I'm just going through all of them really quickly. So 528. Okay. So 528 is for DNA repair or DNA miracle, or repair or miracle DNA or repair DNA. Those are the two terms I've heard. And the reason why is because 5 is for energy, 2 is for being. You put those together, you get 7 for grace. So the numbers have a variation to them, and then that's for miracle or for repair. So 5 and 2 together are repair. They brought up 25 earlier. Princess card, yeah. And then 8 is for healing or for H or for balance. But if you do 440, you're doing the healing and then you're canceling it out with 0 point energy. So when you do 440, you're saying you're doing. If you do 44, 44 is okay. But if you do 440,
Edward.
yeah, you're doing divinity of your clearing. So you're putting yourself back into stress. It's clearing the divine dominion help. That's because 4 is DED, and then you do 0. You're doing divine clearing, meaning it's gone, meaning it's clearing out the good. You don't want that. You want the good. So this is not that. This is 528. So 528 is for DNA repair or miracle. DNA or miracle. The bowl is also 528. The fit stream, yeah, the tuning fork some is more pure tone. The bowl, it's just with water and it's got combination of multiple stuff. It's got the turquoise color, the throat chakra, or different things similar. Hematite, I think, is similar. It's hematite with it. Is what it grew into, turquoise and hematite, and has some halite that it grew itself on the bowl.
The children are listening.
And I've shared that many times before and shown it on the video of this. And I'll show it to you. So this is, I'll show it to you, Dan. You've already seen it, but oh, that's a drop on myself. I just poured. I didn't know there was that much water in there. But that was good. That woke me up. Thank you for pouring water on myself. Okay. Yeah, I just poured some of the bowl water. I probably need that actually. There's sores here, and it's probably going to heal them fast now because I just did that. Spirit, did you do that to me? Luckily, I have a mat, an electric browning mat. I just, I just woke my legs up with water. Actually, feels nice in here. With the water on me, it's even better. I needed that actually. I didn't mean to do that, but I was trying to show you the bowl, and instead I dumped the water from the bowl on my leg. But I'm not wearing any long pants. I'm just wearing shorts, so it got on my blue eyes. Who has blue eyes? Okay, so what's next? Is I just hit the bowl. You want me to do the bowl again? Okay. Oh, do it. Okay. Well, I just dumped some of the water out of it, so I probably should do the bowl again. There we go. I just took in some of the positive energy, and it just got poured onto my lap. Many people miss that moment, but Diane, you did not. Some of you did not miss that moment here on YouTube and Facebook. They updated everything here on Restream for YouTube and Facebook that I'm streaming. It updated its screen setup on my laptop. 432 vegetables. What about vegetables? 432 is that's oh, are you telling me to take in the fig? I'll do food after. I'll do soup between the between here and there. How long have we been on for? I've only been on for like 50 minutes, not even an hour yet. Alright, a little less here on TikTok. Where I started YouTube and Facebook a little bit before. Just like a minute or two before. When I was trying to get. Alright. I got plenty of bars and beats still left for me. Gilbert? Who's Gilbert? That reminds me of a cartoon. Was it a cartoon or a show with a guy named Gilbert? I can't remember. I think it was a guy and a cartoon. But maybe it was someone else. I think that was a different show. Right. 639. Yeah, it's really slow today, Diane. I think everybody's dealing with shit, so no one's coming in or out because they're trying to look at other people's live streams. Plus, I didn't tell people I was going to be doing it today, so I wasn't expecting anybody to show anyway. And usually when I expect no one to show, usually about an hour in, they start showing up. Like 30 minutes before I'm going to go, they start coming in. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll just change the time later. And then when I do that, then they don't show up and they change and they prefer it earlier. So it's like, it's weird. Like people jump their times, the when they like and when they don't. So I just kept it like this. Hey, Clay, how are you? What are you doing? What? What do you yell my name for? No, just keep it. How are you doing? You're good? Good. Just got home? Okay. That's right. Like I said, just like I told you, Diane, because I'm in Utah, people usually get off work around 4 or 5, and then they start coming on live. Thank you. You're very beautiful. I appreciate you. Okay, so we just did 639. That might be a sign for you, Clay. So, or Ash, basically 639 is for healing of relationships. Yes, I remember. You're in Mississippi? Mississippi. Yeah, yeah. I had a brother that lived in Biloxi a long time ago, and one of my miracles when I wished in a wishing fountain was to get a Sega and to get a Super Nintendo when I was younger, and I was like 6 or 7 years old. And I lived in Utah, but my brother was in the Air Force, and he was like worked on air pilot stuff, and he lived in Biloxi, Mississippi. So we went there during the time when the big storm came and the water was taking out the bridge. We went across that bridge with the water doing what it was doing, and we got okay and safe to my brother's place. But yeah, we went there during that year that the crazy weather was. Yeah, Biloxi. Yeah, Biloxi. Yeah, I just call it Biloxi. I don't say it. I don't say anything correct. I just say it with energy, vibration, frequencies, like you know, because words are spells. So I say it from the heart. So I try to say it the way others want it to be said, but I just say it in a vibration of right. So if I say it wrong, forgive me, but I do say it in a vibration of healing. Yeah, so I call it Biloxi. And the reason why I call it Biloxi is because I think of it as like building blocks and woods. Yeah, out of wood, building blocks. Yeah, nature. Yep, two things. That's why I call it that. Because words are spells. So pray with your words. Pray with words is parry W hit sword. Parry is two swords hitting each other, creating a spark. W is one Joe rune. One Joe rune is the flag at the end of Mario. You're trying to get the flag to be at the top because you want the one Joe, you want the peace and success. the two swords hitting each other, two people's words hitting as equals, they create a spark, creating the mountain to jump or to manifest through your swords hitting. That is pray with words. W is really cool experience. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna do once I finish this live stream. But yeah, and then now one own. Now one own is one now own and more. People got kicked out for some reason. That was weird. Usually it's people with like T-Mobile stuff. Sorry, Diane. It looks like either people slid out or they kicked you all out and then they came back in. I don't know what happened there. Oh, it's because Clay just went live. That's what happened. So Clay left, and I think she just went live stream. But it's not saying you're even on here, Diane. It's weird. Clay, are you still here or no? That's weird. That was a weird flux. All right, now let's do. Yeah, so we did 639. Let's do 741 now. I'm here. Okay, that was wild. It always happens with her too sometimes. Because she's got that back and forth energy. She's very religious in her energy, but she also has kind of that hippie vibe. I think she likes to
There's 3 of us.
toke it up sometimes. I've seen her with different friends that do. And I'm not for that, but I'm not against people who choose to follow their own path. There's 3 of us. There's 3 of you. We says, my name is Elizabeth, and they said there's 3 of us. So Elizabeth, who's the other 2 with you? Or there's 3 of you that are Elizabeth? There's 3 Elizabeths that are here? Not sure yet? Are you saying that there's 3 of you? So there's 3 of you with the name Elizabeth, or just you and 2 other people? Be clear, Elizabeth. I don't know who Elizabeth is, but I think she came in with the energy of Ash or Clay. Okay, so 852 is almost done. I think we're almost done. So 963 is the next. And then we'll be done with that, and then I'm going to do the frequency sound. Well, maybe not. Usually when people come in, I'll do the Spirit Box of Hope app. We can talk to them. I don't know how Jenny's doing, or if she's around, Jenny baby, or... I didn't tell people I was going to go live. You're the only one I told.
Mirror.
222. What about the mirror? Hi, mirror. How's it going? Okay, just had to do that mirror manifesting focus. I just saw the time was 222 my time. Now it's 223. What kind of? All right, here we go. How you doing? Let's see if it'll work. How to move things around here. Let's move this out. Okay. How's it going, spirits? You just say shithead? You're awesome, Sam. Yeah, I know I'm awesome. Who are you? How's it going? May sleep. Something. Friendship card is something about pussy.
The tub.
There's bees in the tub. Oh, hi. Who's in the bathroom? Who's over by the tub? Yeah, so tub and water is like a connection to this afterlife or other realms. They're like portals. That's what I learned about water. Water is memory. So that's why I do the bowl and other things. This is 528 Tibetan singing bowl. It was created by monks and nuns according to a paper I got when I got it. It's got water in it, and it's pretty powerful. It's for repair DNA or miracle DNA, according to some lore knowledge. Take what resonates. I like it. Anyway, so spirits, if there's something you want to say, what? What about what? Skull. What about skull? Oh, are you talking about Diane or your daughter? Yes. So they're discussing with knowledge of what you told me, Diane, and what's going on there. There's the hero, and then there's the pussy. Oh, is the cat here? Yeah. Okay. So Tala and Angelica and Viola. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. And then Wolfie. Oh, the little boy that's connected to Lala, I think, or some others. Okay. I know he unalived. It was sad from what I heard. Yeah, someone was telling me. So he likes to come around for some reason because he knows that sometimes his mom will come around and, to the live stream. Hey, child of the light. So is there something you want to say? Implies? What implies? They're being quiet right now. Come on, be a little louder. It's okay, Dirk. You're funny. We miss you. Someone misses someone? Yeah, us. Good. Okay. What do you want to say to anybody that's here? Okay. What are you saying? The puppy dog. Um, I'm hearing different things, but I'm reporting it right now. I'm going to re-listen to it through the Hope app. Yeah, it does feel better now that I have the system off because it got too hot outside, so it was going to make it too hot in here. But the system itself is like a microwave system, and I tried to tell them it tries this out and it microwaves us, and it's almost like it's some kind of radiation damage or harm, and they're ignoring us about that. So I turned it off, and I recognized it immediately because I had metal on my back and leg, and I could feel it. You know how people have knee injuries and things, and they can now predict the weather? I have that with the metal on my back and leg, and I did actually break my left knee once. Um, that didn't need to have surgery, so I do feel the weather change more, things around me more than others would. So, did you want to say something to Child of the Light or to Diane or anybody else? Soup? Yeah, I'm gonna do soup after this live stream. No, I'm not soup. It's gonna be vegetable. It's gonna be vegan soup. It's just yeah. Yep, vegan. Yep, vegan means plant based, or that's just the food we eat. But veganism means moral stance. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. A lot of good energy. Oh, Child of the Light. So I got some information I need to tell you all. Okay. So
I'm angry.
I just shared a post or reposted something to the group and everywhere. And Diane knows about this, and she just took off, and then she's come back maybe. Um, Basically, what it is, Child of the Light, is there was information about April A divine feminine
I took my
came
last
to a
breath here.
guy and told him back in 2012 that something was going to happen in April 2026, and that there would be light orbs and other things, and that the veil would break, and that it would happen April 2026. I didn't know about this prophecy until today, but I had my own awareness that was told to me about things that are now happening. And I didn't know about the Iran and Israel. That's always weird back and forth stuff. So it could happen anytime based on it always happening. But the fact that it's now happening in the way that it's happening, it brought up different missiles being exchanged from two different places, and that something would happen in the sky. And this is in biblical prophecy and more as well, by the way. And that would be the end of the world into the new world. So what it would do is that would stop. They wouldn't be able to be hurt by it, and someone would stop it. They bring this up in the Left Behind series, the movies and stuff they bring up. And if you remember the first movie of Left Behind, if you've seen it, it brings up the um,
Hiding.
it brings up the idea of that, and it brings up the missiles get stopped, and then things change. Anyway, it looks like people are jumping in and out of here. It's happening to people's stuff. Okay. Yeah, I read the books. Okay. So basically, that's what we're now going through. Something similar. Not exactly the same, but it's the same. So when this happens and the New World War happens, it breaks down everything. Now, I was told what's happening is a whole new reality is being made because there's an agreement and a new covenant. I don't believe or disbelieve in this, but a new covenant between humans and angels because we were told at the wrong history. We were lied. And in different realities, they're falling down and being vaporized, and now stuff is going to happen in April. So April 5th is what I was told, and 9th to September 4th. So April 9th to September 4th for everyone, but April 5th for me. But I was also said April 1st. So there's different things between now and then. So right now it's happening. So it's wild. If a few years ago I dreamt there would be fire shooting down from the sky. Yeah. So what will happen is we're going to have fire and things happening. And that is because the veil is breaking. So the veil is breaking and the truth will be revealed. But there will be beings that will come and protect those of us who are good. For you, it's Gabriel because that's you, and Gabriel's a piece of me. I found out, and then other stuff. That's one of the versions of me that I used to be. Your angel Gabriel is you, but I used to be that being. I'm higher than that, I guess. I'm not trying to say I'm better than you or anyone. I'm saying that for some reason I went through what you already went through, and I'm already what I am because of that, because of everything. That's why I'm vegan. That's why I'm all these things because I was my B negative blood type and all of that. And so I caught on to things before anything so that we don't have to go through that horror anymore like we have because we need to correct. But what's going to happen is a collective change. It's going to change the past and the future because we're going to have a whole new reality as if the other one never existed. And that's what's going to happen. So it doesn't matter what we are or aren't. What's happening is a whole new change. That was what they said. So a divine feminine came to this guy, told him back in 2012 when I actually awoke into things, but I didn't fully awaken until 2024 and on when I became fully vegan. But before that, I recognized stuff and I started to awaken. But everybody started to awaken 2012. 2011 and 2012 because there was a time where the astrology went into Aquarius for a time, and there was like some part of the 2011 that got us to wake up to then make different decisions by the end of 2012, and then 2013 I've really made huge leaps to directions that I never did before, and I moved on my own. I left and went to college for up in Idaho, living on my own away from my family and everybody, and it was wild. Yes, I agree with you on that. 2007. But the thing is I'm vegan. You didn't go vegan. I went vegan because I found out the truth about veganism. I
Myself.
woke up to all sides of food and everything more than you and anybody else did, really fast. And no one else really knew to do that. Christ hugged me and balled me and opened my Coptic records and told me what's going on, and that everybody's being brainwashed and controlled, and that we just need to go to the garden. And then I got drawn to it. But first I did it for health, and then I realized what it really was, and I said I'll figure it out by 2019. 2019 already passed, but that's when I left the
I am
religion.
Ophelia.
And then my heart cleared and my brain cleared, and I could think clearly, and I don't have to worry about making excuses about family members and other things. I communicate with people over the phone. I let people talk to me on the phone instead of avoiding them. I'm open more than a lot of everybody else is. So I'm more awakened. Not saying I'm better. I'm just saying I'm more awakened because I had to be. And I'm not playing into the game systems of the Matrix world like they try to teach all of us to do. So when I realize what's going on in everybody's cognitive dissonance and listening to their cult mindset programming, I got out of it. So I'm one of the ones that are waking humanity to wake up, to get you to do that. That's why I teach the self-care, self-love, self-worth. But I was told it's because of my B negative blood type. I'm the architect to boost the A's plans, to give it to the O's to create new earth, according to the Lord. Yeah, some people envy that, but it's not fun. We are constantly pushed aside and harmed. So we have to counter that by meditating, doing self care, self love, being authentic and genuine, and being consistent. And so we have integrity. A lot of people are choosing to have integrity. We do. Yeah, so you have the divine power to manifest anything, child of light. You could create anything. But a lot of you always feel overwhelmed. You feel overburned out because everybody's taking your power from you. You don't need to allow that. But you should be creating new earth. You should be creating an awakening. But you're an O positive, not an O negative. So you're not a divine O to the knowledge. But you were a divine. Yeah, it implies that. So it implies the O to where you're connected to the field, but you're not fully higher form, but you were. And you are a star seed, you are a chosen one, you were Gabriel, you're gonna become Gabriel. Gabriel is your higher self. Gabriel is one of my angels because I've already been Gabriel according to the Lord. So Rala one brings that and implies it to the field. So the reason why different people get drawn to me because they are my past me's and I'm their future them. And I don't like to say that because I see us all as equals. But that's what the Lord brings up. And so I have dreams where I quantum entangle and see through people's eyes as if I'm them. And I can see what they're going through and other stuff. You could do that too if you were open to it, but I wouldn't recommend it. But the O bloods, you always feel like everybody. You feel like everybody, but you have a fire. And that fire sometimes overwhelms you and burns you out because you always are compromising and becoming the warriors for people around you. And you're always thinking that you have to be the one that decides the warrior attitudes of everything. And so you're always trying to protect them from other people and being the protector and the shield. And it can overwhelm you. Me, the booster, I can boost your O and create miracles like that for you just by being in your presence. Any O that's been around me, they know this miracles start to show up for me and them, but they can manifest my vision board like that, but only if they believe and choose to. But they can't do it if they don't resonate with what my vision is. They have to be vegan like me to fully realize it and make it happen. And if they're not, it's going to be hard for them to do it. But the stuff they agree with, they will do because it has to resonate equally. You have to put fear and doubt aside. We both all would have to do that without gossiping about me or others or thinking bad about me or yourself or others, putting all that to the side and just bliss it into being. Greg Braid and Bruce Lipton bring that up. in a under 72 hour knowledge. But it's wild. Anyway, I'm gonna try to listen to this recording, see if it pulls up of the recording I did earlier. Night. Is it March 19th already? Yeah. Wow. Shit, cuz. I thought they said shithead, but they said shit, cuz. You're awesome, Sam. They said you're awesome, Sam. Yeah, I thought they said shithead, but they didn't.
My blood.
My blood. Oh, okay, shit, cuz. I think they were saying that they were cuz. There's beans in the tub. Oh, hi. Who said my blood? They're saying they're related, so it could be to one of you. I don't know, but it was funny. Yeah, so tub and water is like. I'm really happy right now because I got a lot of good energy around me. They're like portals. That's what I learned about water. Yeah, so water is portal. They said they were in the tub. All and other things. 528. Making sure. 35 months, and that's according to a paper or something like that. Oh, I got water in it. I make a difference. Thank you. They said you make a difference through spirit talk right now. Or miracle DNA. Yeah, I think it's a relative. Could be for you. I think it's for anybody that does. Anyway, so spirits, if there's something you want to say. They're good beings around me. What? What about what? They said for hers. What about skull? Oh, are you talking about Diane or your Todd? Yeah, they brought up a skull because I know Diane's daughter is doing stuff with skulls and rituals. But a lot of people are. I know some other people that come and call my live do stuff like that too. Oh, is the cat here? Yeah, okay. The car and Angelica and Viola? Yeah. Yeah, they said yes, Sam. Okay, so all the cats are here. And then we'll be, oh, the little boy. Yeah, so there's a boy that comes around that's connected to someone that comes in, but they're not here right now. And I don't know if it's Lala or Ogalala. They have a big name. Or if it's some other person. I think it's someone else that comes in. I don't know if it's Foxtrot or Foxtrot or someone else. Tripod. Yes. My phone is on a tripod. Yes. Sort of. What implies? Very cheap tripod. I got two of them. I got two tripods. The boy comes around me, I'm full. Yeah, a lot of boys like to come around girls. You're funny. And guys. You might be nice. We miss you. Yeah, there's a boy that likes him. Sometimes it's the boy in the attic from Diane. Sometimes it's a different boy, and I think there's more than one. Okay. What are you saying? They said, "Come with me, Sam." You got it. Um, I'm hearing different things, but I'm recording it right now. I'm going to listen to it. You're done with that. Yeah, it does feel better now that I have the system on. Because it got too hot outside, so it's going to make it too hot in here. But the system itself is like a microwave system, and I tried to tell them to try this out. Yeah, I turned my system off because it was going to cook us alive today. But I took it, I went, I have a, what do you call it, on the wall by my door, we have a, circuit breaker. We can turn off the cooling system if we feel like it's not working, and I felt like it's not working. So if they get mad at me, that's on them, because it was hurting me. It was getting way too hot, so I turned it off, and I'm just letting the outside air and fans cool me down because the system was getting way too hot. It was becoming too much of a microwave. So did you want to say something to Child Alive or to? And it feels a lot cooler and nicer since it's been off. Like it's been awesome. But I'm gonna bring it up to the doctors and stuff on Monday. Let them know what's going on. It always happens around March and April every year. Every year before they turn the cooling on, they only have the heating system on, and so it does this. I thought the cooling was supposed to be on because the doctors made them do it, then they switched it and changed it. So now they're harming me and others. Anyway, there you go. A lot of good energy. Oh, child alike. So I got some information I need to tell you all. Okay?
My name is Anna.
Yep, and now I just told you the information. So what's happening is we have really cool things occurring. So based on what it's saying, we're going to have a shift that will occur. We're going to have agreements where angels and humans will have a new species that will ascend to mediate between the humans that are still not ascended and the ones that are angels, so they don't hurt each other anymore. And it will be like an understanding. There's going to be a bodyguard system that's going to protect the humans from the angels and the angels from the humans. And so a mediation system where people will be empowered that are both angels and humans that are peacemaker types, genuine, pure hearted like me, that don't want anybody harmed, animals or anyone, that will do it right. And anybody that tries to microwave attack or do other that will be able to stop and be a barrier shield from that. Any bad beings or fallen angels that try to come, there will be a barrier, and they hit that barrier and they get purified and become good. And it scares the shit out of them. And so basically, it makes them that which they were before, and they can't be that. So it stops them from attacking or harming, and it causes peace for everyone. Healing heaven on earth reality. Now, the covenant is to be given to where it will be temporary until it's permanent. So it's designed because too many people have been dissolved in other timelines and other things according to what I was told. I don't know if this is what it is. I kind of believe this whole world's a Truman Show Matrix world anyway. So I don't believe or disbelieve. This is for entertainment purposes only for anybody that's spying or like a fly on the wall coming in or anything like that. So what's interesting is it's wild because I was told April and things would happen in April for years, visions and more. Now I just found out and just posted a guy that had a divine feminine that told him in 2012 that something's going to happen in 2026 of April, that it has to, I know, that Iran and Israel are going to come at each other, but then it's going to stop. And then it's going to open the bell and heaven on earth, Aquarius age will happen. That's what it's saying. I had visions. It's going to happen in April. Something's going to happen in New York, and something's going to happen in April in New York, and it's going to free me and everybody from the bad guys. I'm going to be freed. Others will be freed, and we're all going to cheer. Now, there's prophecies where people cheer, and then end of the world happens, where people have to ascend out of the reality, and then the bad reality exists while we're in heaven reality, and then the bad ones take over for 7 years so a split will happen, a 5D split. So 3D to 5D or 3D to 4D or however you want to look at it, there's different interpretations. Whatever it is, we're going to split and we're going to be in a reality where the dark, bad people that don't like anyone, it's not about color of your body skin. It's about they're going to separate from people who are low vibe versus high vibe. We're all going to ascend for good-hearted people of all race and color and creeds. We're going to ascend to higher levels for those with a pure heart or wanting one. We'll provide it. Others will be separated that are programmed or controlled and choose not. Everybody will choose equally. It's not whether you're in this belief system or not. It's more of something else. Happens it meant to happen. Exactly. And so what will occur is it's going to be amazing, but there's going to be an agreement. So I don't believe or disbelieve in it. I try to manifest the best optimum timeline we can. And so instead of worrying about all the horrible things, find a solution. Self care, self love, self worth, do things that are genuine, empathic, supply, and
Life
provide.
after death.
Yep. Oh, I talked to a lady the other day that thanked me for what I told her, and she said, you need to do your own charity." I'm like, I need someone to help me do that charity if I'm going to do a charity. I need someone to manage that charity so that it's done right if I'm going to do one because I have my own things I got to deal with. I said, but I would love to, but I would need to have resources or someone helping me manage it so that it can be done. And I said, I would love, but a lady told me that I was, or a girl told me that I was awesome. I think she was in her 20s, she sounded like. But she was a sweet lady on the phone helping, encouraging me. And she's like, wow. She's like, you know a ton. And everybody tells me that on the phone when they talk to me. They're like, you're awesome. Like, I'm better than I sound here. If you actually talk to me individually, you'll love me because I will actually make sure that any issue you're going through, I'll give you the simplest way to do it. And people are like, oh, he'll talk a ton. No, I actually don't. What happens is when I talk to someone, I gauge their personality and I work with their situation. I let them say what they need to do, but I have my boundaries and I know they would have theirs. So we would set boundaries. And then I have to express myself, but if they need to go, they need to be honest and tell me they gotta go. And then I'll be like, okay, have a good day, take care. And then I let them go. I don't keep them on the phone. That's evil. So what I've done is I'll tell stuff and work with them, and they can be very deep with me. People have been deep about the weirdest things and even the most concerning things that they've dealt with their family, their friends, their relationship with their parents, and things that were horrifying. Some were pressured into things, some weren't, but I never shared that about anybody. It's just anybody that's never talked to me yet in real life, I'm not going to tell anything that you or others have asked me not to the my best of my abilities. And if I ever accidentally do, I apologize immediately and I try to switch it around. But I generally don't because there's no point. This is about them, not me. So, yeah. Let's see. You are free. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm a free energy. Um, I am free. Yep. So when people talk to me, I don't charge them. Just they would just need to use their phone and I use mine, and then we go from there. And then
Possessed.
someone's possessed. You're free from being possessed. Oh yeah, yeah, I am free from being possessed. I can't be possessed. Nope. They tried. Demons have actually tried, and that's when my heart spark activated. Because they tried to seduce me in a dream to get me to be possessed, and I felt that they were in me or trying to be in me. And then my heart spark activated because I had a dream of my back surgery and someone like using a grinder on my back and me remembering it, and then that's when my heart spark activated. Yeah, like a fork. Like taking the fork and bringing two metals and rubbing them or doing cling like that, and it was wild. And then it like fried them out of me and got them to leave because it woke me up to choosing and saying, no, I don't want that kind of love. I want someone that actually will fully love me, not sexually love me. That's just passion. That's not love. So, in order for them to take you over, it has to be an agreement of bondage of you and them being as if you're each other, as if you are their mate now. If you don't have that connection, then they can't take you over. It is cringy. So if you don't let them take you over through them trying to claim ownership as equal with you as your lover and partner, then it won't work. Because I don't want that type of love and connection. I don't want that type of, I want full fledged connection. And because they couldn't do that, I scared them out of me, and they had to leave. It wasn't. It happened in the night when I was sleeping. And there was times I would wake up and notice stresses on me from me being in other people's bodies and their souls being in mine. So I have quantum entangled where I've been in someone else to help their life. And in one of those dreams, I actually did an exorcism. And if Brody ever comes in, he told me once that he had an exorcism that was done to him, and I dreamed about that. So he thinks it was me that may have been connected, or he implied that it might have been, because I dreamed about being in someone and then telling them and calling on the breath of life, and then just like it says in this oh
I
one
lost one of my
show
legs.
that's really cool, that's Breakthrough. It's called Breakthrough. And she called on the breath of life to bring that boy back that was her foster son in the show. It was a really powerful show. If you haven't seen the show Breakthrough, I would recommend it. It's based off of a true story. I lost one of your you lost one of your legs. Well, I have metal in my left leg. Yeah,
Insist.
yeah, serious. Yeah, I'm serious. I have metal in my left leg when I was a little boy because I kept breaking my left leg a lot, so they put a metal rod in my left leg. I have a scar and everything to prove it right there. But I have foot surgery and things. Will bliss you about your leg. True. I've been asked to join them in unalignment, and I say no, and that person is to accept it. Yeah, they do. They have to accept it. You have to set boundaries, and you don't need to fear them. Okay, if you fear them, you're allowing them to affect you in your life more. So you need to set boundaries and forgive what you've done and set. So if a being tries to come in that you're scared, just tell them to go. We can tell them to go. But sometimes it's not the being you think it is. Sometimes it's a Dane with a similar name of the other. But I get it. You have to be careful. And even if it is someone else, you want to. But just because one Sam is bad doesn't mean that you shouldn't be talking to a good Sam, which I am. There are bad Sams out there. I'm not a bad Sam. I'm a good Sam.
Uncle.
And so, an Uncle Sam? Yeah, Uncle Sam is bad. Yeah, sometimes. I agree. Uncle Sam is bad. You're funny, Spirit. Anyway, they said Uncle Sam. That was awesome. It's like, that was the coolest response. Okay, no, yep. Thank you for saying that. Yes, it can be. I'm not that guy. I'm not that connection. That was
Eagle.
corrupt. Yes, it is. It is. It definitely is evil. But guess what? You can supply and demand and not be part of their control. If they tell you to do something to someone, don't do it. Even if it's your job. If you're harming someone, even if your job tells you to, then you're just as bad as they are. You need to make boundaries. You have the right to constitutional law of the state of Utah and of the USA. You have the right to not hurt on command because of reason of conscience. It's in the unalienable rights to not unalign another or harm another, just because your boss or someone tells you to.
I am Draco.
Oh boy, a Draco. Well, there are good beings and there are bad. So there's good beings that are connected to the Dracos that are, but the warrior race of them is connected to the warrior queen bad side. That's only 1% of their race. The rest of their race is fine, from what I've heard. So you don't have to be afraid of them. They say there's 6 density levels. Valbite and Thor comes in, and sometimes little beings will come in.
I'm reaching out.
You're reaching out, okay. So what are you and what are you reaching out for, Draco? Are you friends with Valthor? I think it's a good one. I can feel the energy. It's not bad. I was told that there are good ones and one's reaching out. They said they were going to send one because they're trying to make a agreement between the angels and the others, and they're considered part of that faction. Same with the jinn. All of them are connected to the faction of the angels and us. And I am a mediator between the two. As a B negative blood type, that's what I already am. But they said I'm becoming that, and so will my soulmate. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. And anybody connected to that faction. So, Child of the Light, you're going to be a faction of that. You're part of the 144. I know it. I don't have any doubt about that. Diane, you already know that you are as well. You're a very interesting one of it. And so is Andy and all of them. And Isabel, we already know all of that. I know that certain others are as well. They're just not as open to hear it as you both are. Okay.
Sun.
Son, yeah. Her son is, yes, for sure. Andy definitely is. And then it's just they all kind of have their skepticalness because they're figuring it out. Because they don't want to be crazy. They want to fit in the world, and it's hard for them to do both. But they know they can't deny it. It's there. But it's hard for them because they don't want to look crazy. They're where we were when we were younger. We didn't want to look crazy, so we tried to fit in and act like we weren't powerful or had those abilities. They're not going to be able to do that though. Once the veil collapses, everybody will have to do the right thing. Once the veil collapses, we're we're not done for. It's time. So April 5th and April 9th. Anyway, what else do we need to do here? I think we're good. Okay, now it's 3 p.m. How long have I been
I
doing
have
this?
no regrets.
We're gonna go for hmm, how long have we been on? Okay, so 30. So I think it's 24 minutes or 23 minutes to go. I think it's 24 minutes to go. So 24 minutes to go. We're gonna listen to this. I came on a little bit later than I normally do. Snake? Yeah. Well, they're a snake being, but they're not bad. Those are sentient beings. They're not. They they've learned to know. Yeah, yeah. This one's good. They can learn to eat fruits. Okay, and they have a lot of them have the good versions of the Dracos have learned to do that. Okay, because if you think about it, we all eat plants and we all can survive off of plants. Because without the other beings surviving off of plants, how can those beings eat that being if they don't let them live to eat those plants? So plants are the major thing for everyone. Then everybody learned to do the other, which
Kevin.
is not really the way to do it. Kevin, and that's for all the species. They just need to go for their species plants that are for their species. Yeah, it's wild. And it actually brings that up in the prophecy that in heaven or heaven, yeah, in the reality of heaven on earth, no one is going to be hurting or eating anyone anymore. We won't have to. Our own energy will provide for us, is what it tries to claim. But I think it's because everything will be a garden, we'll be taking in the nutrients of it more pure. As I said, there will still be trees and plants and things that exist a lot more than now. It'll just be more purified. You don't even have to take as much magical fruits.
Wow.
Yeah. Someone's being a butt. The bot was being a butt. Okay. I think we're good. Let's turn on the music. Does anybody have any questions? If you don't, it's fine. Just get the music going. Or if you wanted to ask me anything, you're always welcome. Okay. I know there's only two here. But yeah, but there might be secret ones. This new algorithm with TikTok, it doesn't always show me who's actually still here. It just says that there's two up here, but it doesn't always show me that there's more people listening and watching.
Alive.
Alive. Yeah, sometimes there's bots that come in, but yeah, I call it a live free stream. You know. Mm, just relax. Feels so nice in here right now. Like having my system off feels way better. I'm not even gonna use their system. Their system is screwing with me. Like I don't even feel like I'm being microwaved, even with the hotness from outside. I'm just taking in nature's energy and it's making me feel better. And then I just get in the water pool and have the fans going and I feel way better. Yeah. Wet. Did you just say wet cum?
Yes.
It's not the Twilight Live free stream yet. That's gonna be later. Wet cum. I'm talking about water and they're talking about wet cum. What in the world? Come on, you know that the Twilight Live free stream is when we do that. Please move forward. Move forward. Oh, am I? Is my head looking weird when I sit back? Hold on. I'm trying to be spicy right now. They're just being funny right now. They know that I'm going through a lot, that we're going through a lot, so they're just doing it in a supportive way. This is how they do it. They're trying to calm down the issue. Hey, so I got these socks that I can wear that are mesh socks. But they're the color that I'm told to wear for protection. My feet are getting a little cold, so we'll put them on. Of course, I did drop water on myself earlier. You missed it, um, Child of the Light. Margaret, you missed it. I dropped water on my leg earlier when I was trying to show the bowl to Diane. I tipped this I tipped this over to try to show, and then I'm not going to do it now, but it fell on my leg and got me all wet. And I'm not wearing any, I'm wearing shorts. So I don't have long legs or long leg coverings or anything this time because it's too hot in my place. But the water already got charged by the frequency hits. So it so I think I put healing water on me. And now the scabs that are on that leg are healing. They're healing from the water. Like I have these little scabs on here, and you can't see them because I'd have to show you, but they're now healing from earlier today. Like it's like what in the world? So no, huge energy. Maybe your leg needed it. Yeah, I don't know. It was fine. Like it was scabbed over and it was gonna go, but because the water went on it, it nourished it and healed it. So no, this does repair your DNA. The water does repair your DNA, and the fact that it was on here, yes, it is unpleasant here, because it went on the leg. It corrected it, but I had to turn the system off because the system causes harm. They dry us out and they cause frequency and radiation damage. Almost worse than 5G, maybe connected to 5G, but it's like this. So I had to turn it off because it would have been way too hot today because it's going way hotter than it is outside. It goes about 13 degrees hotter than the outside air. So it goes 13 degrees hotter. And since today's getting up to 80 outside, it's gonna 13 degrees above that is what the system would do. So I turned the system off, turned my fan on, kept the window open for the wind to blow. Yeah, and that was earlier today. I did that last night, and then this morning I turned it off and turned back on. It was bad, and it was gonna get up to 79, and I've been stuck. So I turned it off because it was harming me. So for my safety, and I have the right to do that. If you're being harmed by a system, you do that. So I did that around 8 a.m., 8 or 9, and then I did it. Then I tried to turn it on again to see if it would be okay. Then it started to frequency hurt me, so I just turned it off again by 11. So Alma, yeah, who the fuck is Alma? What? Why is an Alma coming in? I'm not a Mormon. I'm ex-Mormon. So whoever you are, Alma. Yeah. So they basically were doing what Alma did. Yeah. If you're trying to bring up the scripture, yeah. So they're basically trying to fry us like they did in the Alma show. You're afraid to talk? As long as you're a good being, I don't care what your name is or what you claim to be. But I'm an ex-Mormon. I'm not for cult mindset. So if you're coming here to spy on me for the church, you gotta get the fuck out of here, weirdo. Anyway. Well then.
Francis.
Hi, Francis. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't an accident at all for the water to go on my leg, and it's healing now. Like I wasn't thinking to do that, but because it didn't hurt or anything. But obviously it wanted me to. But I just proved that to myself again that the frequencies do work in the water and the water is good to drink and to have on cuts and stuff. Yeah, no, I don't have any oils in there. It's just water and maybe some salt from Himalaya or whatever. Not a lot, because I think the Himalaya dissipated. I think it's more water than that, but it does have some. But no, that's what poured on me. So it basically it healed it. It's awesome because it was really red and now it's not. Now it's like looks like it's not even there anymore. It's like whoa. I don't even know how those got there. I'm happy though.
Jail.
What about GAOL? Yes, they should go to jail. I agree. All housing events should go to jail because of what they've done, what they're getting away with. They're not getting away with it though. They're getting caught left and right. Yep. But what's going to happen is April. I'm excited for April. You enjoy the company. I'm excited for April because April is going to be the time when everything changes. We're right at that precipice where things are starting to change. It's happening early because it needs to. That's what's happening. So Monday I'm going to talk. The veil already happened. It's already breaking. It's already shattering. But when they do what they're doing, it's going to now happen. The orbs are showing up, beings are showing up. It's disclosure. Apocalypse just means the not the end of the world, but it's the awakening of disclosure, which is disclosure of knowledge. So it's basically going to cause the end of the world through their world, the ones that have been ruling and hurting us and controlling and thinking that they're in charge. Their world is now done. Our world is now awakening. So people are going to awaken. It says that people will wake up. When the veil breaks, everybody will awaken. But the awakening already happened on the 14th. I was told on the 14th that there would be an awakening that people would start having. And ever since then, I've talked to new people that have been helping and solutions to do to correct what's going on. But yeah, Colin. But I turned that off and I felt way better than having it on. Yeah, because it proves that their system doesn't work. It's broken. The cooling and heating. And then the whole system of the world. That too. Yeah. Both.
My name is George.
Hey, George. Hey, Grandpa. or not grandpa, uncle. The Uncle George is and Jean, I'm guessing is here too. She goes by Violet. I've heard. But my aunt, Uncle George and Jean were the ones that saw me when I had my back surgery, and they looked like angels when I saw them over my bed. And it's when I had a tube in my throat from back surgery, and I woke up in the ICU, and I looked at them. I thought I was, am I dead? And I saw them. They looked like angels. And then they were always the uncle and aunt from my mom's side out of the 14 others that she had that always came and to see me. Her and her my uncle George, her brother, and his wife. And so they are both passed on the other side, and they come around. Yep, and they like to come. George likes to come. Val on my dad's side likes to come. I actually have an Uncle Val, and then an Uncle Don. And it's interesting that Val and Don are names that are connected to Val Valiant, Thor, and them. Their name, and I believe that Don and Val are just part of their soul family of Val and Don and my uncles. I believe they're connected to each other. Who was conjured? Let's do this. Oh, by the way, good beings can conjure people. It's not bad if you hear the word conjure. That just means someone was brought in. They're saying that they were called. They weren't conjured, they were called. Please be careful using that word. Some people get spooked when they hear the word conjure. They think that it's witchcraft. No, it's naturalism, folks. Yeah, you can call beings in, and it's like conjuring. You just got to be careful what side you're bringing in. If you're smoking, you're bringing in bad beings. Beautiful here. It is beautiful here. Sometimes. Right now it is. It's nice because the other thing isn't on. Yeah, George and Jean lived in Utah, in Bountiful. They lived in Bountiful where I'm at. I didn't live in Bountiful when they were alive, but I do now. But they would have been down the street from me if they were still alive, or a few blocks from me, possibly. I love this right now. Cliff Flower. People hear my voice. Oh, not very. Tempo. People hear my voice. Who's here? And they do whisper through things. Here, I'm gonna get the music to be on this as well. We're gonna put this one on here so we can listen to it here too. And do the music so we can hear it too. Because I have 3 different mics I'm using. One I'm listening to make sure the sound is good on YouTube and Facebook through Redstream. So I got to put that around my neck. And then these ones I have. This one is for just listening to what it sounds like. This one is so I can talk through for TikTok. And then I got another one that has a mic that's connected to the laptop. So I use 3 mic systems. Yep. And then this visual aid that looks like a mic that's not a mic. Just for fun. Because I like wisdom TikTok. Wisdom TikTok. That's what it means in Spanish for this word. I don't know how to say it correctly. Sabaduria. Anyway, Sabadara. Anyway, that one and TikTok. So it just means wisdom TikTok when I looked up the word. I'm losing energy. Oh no. Well, bless you all. Because we have all my devices are all full. Tattoos. He says I'm losing energy. They're saying I'm losing energy. Something about tattoos. Okay, is that about Diane's son? Something going on with energy and having a hard time? So is that happening? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. We're bringing up tattoos. Is it connected to her son or her son's connection? Or his lover? Or connection to that? So I'm trying to say it in the right way here without outing names. Here for you? Yes, please. Okay. So what's going on with them? Is that I'm losing energy, something with connection to them. Okay, so is that who's losing energy? Who's saying I'm losing energy? A big one. Deliver them. Okay. They're saying that there's something going on, Diane. You may want to look into it. There's a menace. Some menace is happening. Something menacingly is happening to them right now. Connected to Andy. Someone's losing energy with something that's going on with them. What about Jennifer? What about Jennifer? What about Jen or Jennifer? No, Jen's not here. Jenny baby's not here right now, Val. If you're asking for her. I haven't seen her. Oh, I know. I did the bowl. She might come around later. I know she's been going through stuff and she wants you helping her with her getting her child back. But that's going to be up to him to make that decision, I'm sure. But she believes he needs to be with her. And legally he's supposed to right now, but he's trying to get emancipated, I think. That's the thing. We're not sure where he's at. We told you earlier already. We already told you where he is. Anyway. You put new frequency stuff on my skin. Walk further. Okay. They're telling someone to walk further, but please be careful about walking. Just look and make sure you look at where you're walking and where you are. Don't just do what they say. Look before you go. They will take you on a journey. If you're walking somewhere or about to walk somewhere, they're saying walk further. But I don't know why. Not an accident at all then. Yeah. No, they're saying to go look forward. That was weird. I feel like he didn't. Your like comment went away, shot a light, and then it showed back up. It was weird. Anyway. No, it's like I jumped timelines or something. Okay. Okay, but yeah, we have a lot of collapsing and changing happening. It's awesome. For July, would you like? It's gonna be sooner than that. Someone doesn't like investigators. I got protector beings here, so if you're trying to give crap to them, whoever you are coming through the box, they're telling you to stop. If you mess with them, you're messing with divine intervention, just so you know. Good luck. Whoa. Something weird. Oh, the song changed. That was weird. Okay, so are we almost done? Let's see where we're at. Okay, I'm going to get going. Is there anything else you all want to ask or bring up before I go? And then I'll come back in 2 hours. I just got to make some lunch and food and watch some shows. And then I will post my other postings that are that Oracle reading slowly tomorrow and Saturday. I might even do a new one on Sunday. But for now, I'm trying to get things put together and trying to be okay. I thought about doing a surprise live tomorrow because tomorrow has a lot of holidays. Child of the Light, you should look it up. Look at what holidays are on the 20th of March, 2026. Look at all the holidays that are going to be tomorrow. And in the AI, just Google search it or search bar it, and see what shows up. It's wild. Make sure you ask the AI though, because the AI will give you all the breakdown. And I don't trust AI or believe in it, but it gives good info when it's on there. And just question everything either way. But it gives you all the possible holidays that are going to be tomorrow. One of them is Proposal Day and Happiness Day and Spring Equinox. Yeah, okay. So when you search it though, are you searching things on the internet? Do you search on the internet? Like, do you put things in the search bar and ask to find things? That's AI. It's AI now. When you ask, it's AI giving you the search results now. I'm surprised you didn't catch that yet. Yep, it's AI now. Everything's AI now. Everything everywhere. When you ask, it's AI telling you everything now. So just question everything of any search result you now get, okay? But they are pretty accurate to a degree as long as you set boundaries with it. Your internet has always been an AI system, but it's even more so now. Pretty much, yeah. It's even more so now. So just be careful. You need to start being like John Connor. There's a good AI that goes against the bad AI in Sarah Connor Chronicles. So you got to do that like that. So you got to get a good AI to help stop the bad AI, kind of like John Connor and Sarah Connor Chronicles has to. You've seen that show, Sarah Connor Chronicles? It's a wild show. Pretty intense though. I can't handle it. Watching it. I used to be able to, but now that I'm awakened, I can't even watch that fully because it's too drama. Because he's trying to live in the real world, but also deal with this other stuff, and he's being constantly targeted and attacked while he's trying to live a regular life with his mom. And it's wild show. You'd probably like it because it would relate with you being a mom trying to protect your son or children. You'd actually like it. It's a pretty cool show. But it will help you with now what to do with what now is. Don't leave. Well, I'm going to come back. I'll be back in like 2 hours. It's just probably between 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. start time. I usually go for an hour for the Twilight Live. But you can still stick around here, and I might keep these on while I'm here. And we can talk between now and then. I got to make food and stuff. So I won't turn the devices off. You can still try to talk and communicate through it, or whisper around me, or talk to me through other connections. Yeah. But anyway, so when you ask the questions of what the holidays are tomorrow, there are several. There's an Islamic holiday, supposedly. They're all peaceful ones. Spring equinox is now here. All of it. There is tons of holidays supposedly tomorrow. It's wild. So you're going to be like, what? There's a happiness day. It's happiness day tomorrow. It's proposal day tomorrow. So anybody that wants to propose to someone, that's proposal day. And so just whoa. So if you just ask it, it will give you a whole bunch of info on what tomorrow is. Like all you have to do is just search bar it. You'll get a ton. I have screen pics, so before I go, maybe I'll share it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find them. Bear with me for a sec. What's what?
Where are my children?
Okay, let's see if I can. I wasn't really looking at it. I don't think I can pull it up because I didn't save it to try to reshare them, so I'll have to do it next time. Because I don't want to accidentally pull up something that is not what we're trying to pull up. But I'll probably just research it during my break and then resave it and then save it to the live stream posting backgrounds, and then I'll just share it that way. And then we'll go over it. I'll go over it. We can try it that way. But the easiest would be for you to search it yourself. But it's wild. I was like, holy, I'm like, what the shit? There's like a ton of, yeah, there's like a ton of holidays tomorrow. And they're all positive, most of them. I think there's like one or two I don't agree with. But the rest of them, they're all amazing. Anyway, take care. Looks like someone's trying to call me.
Watch over this place.
Who's trying to call me? Anyway. Sorry, I had a call. I'm going to have to listen to it and see if that's from healthcare or not. Why are they calling at this time? I don't know. Anyway, maybe that's the call you were talking about, Diane. Someone's going to try to call me today. I didn't remember anybody calling. So that was probably your intuition saying someone's going to try to talk to me for medical today. I don't know. That's weird because that won't be until there. We have 35.3K. Thank you for the taps, both of you. Bless you. I know some others did as well and shared, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get going. 333, I'm going to leave at 333 for the support number for me. We're at 3:32 p.m. Mountain Time. At 3:33 p.m. will be the support angel number, which is that you have your guides and others here for you to protect and help you. And they said, please take care to you. One of them said, please take care. They said, we watch over this place. Please take care. So one of the spirits or angels just told you to take care. You're Tron? Okay, so, yep, we got Archangel Metatron here. Thank you. Or Metatron, Scribe of God Angel. Anyway, grace be with you. Have fun. And thank you. Thank you, Tron. Helen. I'm going to call whoever just called me. Okay, well, bless you, everybody here on YouTube and others. I'm going to finish this so that you don't hear my phone call. But have a wonderful day, and it is 3:33 p.m. Mountain Time here for YouTube and Facebook on March 19th, 2026 p.m. So see you later in about 2 hours.